Hello, welcome to Growing Energy. I'm Energy. Thank you for spending this time here with me today. If you are new here, welcome. It's nice to meet you. If you are returning, thank you so much for interacting with my content. It's really helping me and getting views and helping me grow. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. But what we're doing today is we're doing messages from your spiritual team, something that you just might need to know right now. If it's encouragement, if you feel a little stuck, if you just need to hear from your spiritual team, if you need God, your spiritual team to sprinkle some information on you, this is it right now. So we do have 3 piles. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3, and I'm going to try to hold it up without exposing what's on the bottom. So this is pile 1. Looks like there's a bunch of crystals in there. Pile 2, and we have pile 3. So if you choose pile 1, or you choose this pile right here, this is your card, and it says your life is a canvas. Now, what I'm going to do is read the book's version of what this is, and then after I do that, we're going to pull some other tarot cards to get more, deeper messages to kind of pull everything in. So let's look for your life. Okay, you're the artist of your life, and your life is a canvas. Take responsibility for your ability to create. Earth is known as a planet of manifestation. Your present moment is based on your past thoughts and beliefs. Your current thoughts determine your future. What kind of life do you want to create for the future? What are you being called to create? Reconnect with your manifesting power and align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with vibration that matches them. It's never too late to start, and no experience is required. All you need is an open heart and mind and consistent daily action. If you're not sure what you'd like to create, start instead with feeling a deep gratitude for all that's good in your life right now. State out loud that you're most thankful for what you're most thankful for. Look for good in your life, and one thing will be certain: you'll find yourself attracting more and more good experiences into the world. And it said, one of the last things it says is this card is inviting you to see your life as a canvas. So right now, I feel like with this pile, I'm speaking to the people that may be a little bit wary because they feel like things aren't changing or they don't like where they are currently within their life. And definitely what this card was speaking about before was the fact that a lot of what you're going through now is because of your past thoughts and past actions. So if right now you're not seeing the abundance in the way that you want to, subconsciously, what are the stories you're telling yourself? Are you saying that you can't create anything? Are you saying that you don't have? Or, it also spoke about being appreciative or having gratitude for what you have now and starting there so that you can build off of the gratitude to see what you now want to be able to manifest. Were you solid in what you were trying to manifest before? Did you know what you wanted to manifest before? Was this a situation to where you wanted things to change, but you didn't know in what area and what direction to kind of put your energy into? So what this is saying basically is your life is that canvas. You can make this whatever you want to. Don't wait for someone else to change it for you. Don't wait for someone else to give you that inspiration. You can literally pull on your own inspiration to be able to create the life that you want. This isn't a card for people that need the reassurance from other people on what they should do with their life. And if you've been doing that up until this point, this is probably why you're still unhappy or upset. If you are focusing on what everyone else says that you should be doing in your life, then you're making decisions in your life based off of what everyone else wants. And then you're always going to end up unhappy because it's not what you truly want. And maybe in the past, subconsciously, you didn't know what you truly wanted. But the reason why you're frustrated is because even though you might not know what you want, you know what you don't want. You don't want things to remain the same. You don't want things to keep going down the trajectory that it's going down. And your spirit team is like, it doesn't have to. But I'm challenging you to think about your thoughts on a daily basis. What are your thoughts because your thoughts lead you to where you are and what you believe you can accomplish. Your most powerful weapon right now is your mind. So I'm going to pull a few cards, right? The first one I said a few, not a bunch. The first card we're going to pull is your current strength. but I said not a bunch. I know you have a lot of messages for pile 1. What is your strength within this matter? So this is creating your own, you know, just creating things for yourself, being able to create, you being abundant to create. What is your strength within this situation? I feel like your ability to end things, your ability to end the things that aren't working for you and initiate new things. Within this card, the 10 of Swords, this is a card of someone who, all right, so everyone looks at this card, it's like, oh my God, the swords within his back. And yes, that's horrible. The swords are there within this man's back. But what I like to focus on, so this is a perspective change, and this is also something that can help you with your manifestation, is changing your perspective. If the if the 5 of Cups comes out, I wouldn't be surprised, right? Changing your perspective. Are you seeing the things that didn't go wrong, or the bad things you had to go through, or the endings that you had, or are you seeing the abundance coming from it, the sunlight coming up, the possibility, the optimism? One thing that you can see vaguely within this card is his hands are doing this, and this is a sign of peace. So it's almost like he's secretly letting you know, even though this looks bad, I'm still at peace. Your ability to find peace within the bad situations, even if you're confused about where you're going, is really a strength of yours. So if you ever needed, like, this is your spirit team telling you, this is what they recognize that you do well. Your strength is your ability to, even though you feel like your back is against the wall or you're exhausted, you can still find the positive within things. You can still feel at peace. It's like one thing to be going through things outwardly, and then another thing to feel it internally. And I feel like you found the sweet spot of being able to go through it outwardly, but not let it overtake you internally. For our number 2 position, we have the what needs to evolve. So what needs to evolve for my pile 1? What needs to, oh, this looked like it wanted to pop out. Okay. The Temperance card, not just meaning for Sagittarius, right? So learning spiritual, higher spiritual concepts. This is a spiritual card to me, not a religious card. The counterpart to this card is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is a card of like structures, religious structures, hospitals, like things that are a big structure, like the government, things like that, the system, the structure. With the Temperance card is the Hierophant card set free. So this is when you aren't subscribed to any one religion. This is when you, and this is in your what needs to evolve. You need to not be so structured with what you think you can accomplish. I feel like if there's anything limiting you from being able to express yourself fully, it's yourself and the limitations you put on yourself. And then that also goes back to the mind. What are you telling yourself? What stories are you replaying for yourself over and over again? That is what needs to evolve. You need to evolve past that. You need to be more free-flowing, because I feel like this is the sun over the third eye. It's like you get intuitive hits of something that you want to do, and then instantly I feel like you shut that down. Instantly I feel like it's like, no, I can't. It's like the only person that's making this transition for you difficult is you, and your spirit team wants you to know that. And that's not blaming you. That's basically saying everything is within your hands. Like, you don't have to wait for someone else to free you and help you see your what your path is creatively, or what you can accomplish creatively. It's you that has to free yourself. For the past influence, what has influenced my pile 1 in the past? Okay. So in the past, with the Empress card, I feel like what's influenced you being able to create is, I feel like in the past, there was a lot of time. Now, this card isn't a card of an abundance. It's a card of lushness, the Empress card, right? This is a Venus card. I feel like, but what I'm seeing here, right, that needed to end is almost like you waiting for it to come to you. You waiting for the inspiration because she's abundant, right? But but the Empress doesn't have to go out and get anything. It comes to her. So if this is a past card, maybe this, you're waiting for things to come to you, or things coming to you, or inspiration. You'd wait for it to come to you, like almost like you would be dictated by, if you were influenced, or if you felt like say if you said, God, give me a sign if this is supposed to happen. And if you didn't get the sign outwardly, you wouldn't move on something, or you would end something, when really it's not supposed to come from the outside in. It's supposed to come from the inside out. So as this is not a bad card, it just means that your way of receiving messages was more passive, and now you're I'm not saying you're more aggressive, but I am saying that you're more clear on what you want, or you're getting more clear on what you want after letting go of certain like ways that you saw things. And that could be like relying on outside forces, outside things. These are all things outside of her. The trees are outside of her, the chair is outside of her, the wheat growing around here, they're all abundant, but it's like waiting for the abundance to be surround you, to come to you, when you are the one abundant because you're creating it yourself. Okay, and let's say the near future. Near future card. Near future from my pile. Ooh. Near future from my pile one. Oh, I gotta get that. Right, so this is, and 100%, the Two of Wands, this is energy, this is, I almost feel like this is a choice that's going to be made within 2 days too. This is some kind of choice, like maybe you have a deadline to something and it has to do with something that you're creating or wanting to create, and you have to give an idea, or you have to say something within 2 days. But with the World in his hand and the Ace of Wands, I feel like this is you deciding on a path, deciding to do something. This person is abundant. They're in a castle, right? You don't see the castle behind them, but it's like they're up high, they're in this castle, and it's like, I have all of this. I have all of this around me that I can pull from. What choice am I going to make? Where am I going to go? Instead of waiting for it to come to you, now you're making the decision to dictate what you're going to focus your energy on. And I think that's really powerful. You're taking everything into your own hands, and your spiritual team is saying that they see you doing this. This is going to be the biggest success for you, is when you learn to stop waiting for the inspiration and you find it. You start looking for different things. You start looking for ways to be encouraged to make certain choices or decisions, or, just do things differently. And I'm also seeing this as well as around this time. We are in Aries season right now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I feel like we're in Aries season. We should be in Aries season right now. But this to me is like the first 10 days of Aries season. Something happened within the first 10 days of Aries season, within the season, like from I think Aries season starts like what, the 21st of, oh no, we're not in Aries season yet. Are we in Aries season? No. We are in Aries season. But the first 10 days of Aries season, so this would be like at the end of March. At the end of March, you made a decision to do something, and your spiritual team is letting you know that this was a good decision that you made. So stand firm in your decisions. Understand that I feel like all your decisions, you're getting intuitive hits. So you don't have to don't worry so much. Don't worry so much about what could go wrong, because you believing in yourself or paying attention to what your intuitive hits is always going to work out in your benefit. And there's a lot of balance coming in, and you're making better choices now. You're making a lot better choices. I just want to pull one more card for some advice, and I'm going to pull this deck. I absolutely love the way these cards look. So for your advice pile one, moving forward, what is the advice we have for pile one? I don't need that many, just one. What is the advice that we have for pile one? Okay, self-respect. Accept your flaws and strive to be a better you. Learn from your mistakes and move on. It will be very rewarding. Stop being stuck in what didn't work, right? Find the peace in where you are now. look towards the future and make decisions based off of what you want to see in your future, right? Be thankful for where you are, but understand that you're not a bad person because of your mistakes, or don't hold yourself back because of the things that you look at as mistakes, because you had to go through all of that in order for you to make your decisions that are right for you now in the future, decisions that you are more in tune with spiritually. Okay, so pile one, thank you so much for checking out this reading, and I hope to see you again very soon. Okay, so moving on, if you chose pile 2 or you chose this card right here, this is your reading, and the card we have is You're Not Alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community. So I'm going to read what this is out of the book because I just like their definitions or their descriptions in this book, okay? And then we're going to pull some tarot cards to go along with this reading. Okay, so the older the soul, the deeper the cave. Many starseeds and old souls enjoy their own company. Spending time alone can be comforting and necessary for their vitality, as it allows them to commune with their soul and fill up their energetic resources, especially if they have an underactive or open root chakra or find it hard being a human. Many starseeds find it more nourishing to retreat than to spend their time in Many starseeds find it more nourishing to retreat than to spend their time in meaningless conversations and relationships. However, we must remember that we're not here to go about this life alone. Humans are pack animals, and we all need the love, company, and support of others, both emotionally and physically. In our increasing online world, we can be connected to more people and yet feel more alone and isolated than ever. There's still so much we don't know about the energetic side effects of things like social media, with so many people knowing our news. What is it doing for our auric field? Commonly, we find ourselves in constant conversation, yet lacking the genuine connection of physical community and touch. The main message of this card is to step out of the cave and physically reach out to those in your life, to replenish when you need to, but to not isolate yourself. This could be seeing friends and family who live nearby, or having regular catch-ups with someone. Okay, so instantly I'm feeling like those of you, because this looks very like spiritual, and this is a spiritual reading anyway, because this is basically what your spiritual team, what God has to tell you, what you need to focus on. You spent the time in solitude, right? You spent the time getting to know yourself, dissecting all past things that you look at as mistakes or things that you've done or past decisions. But as much as you feel like you've grown spiritually by yourself, growing okay, I don't want to say it's nothing, right? But if all of your learning and growing has been done at home or by yourself or in hermit mode, how do you know if you actually learned your lessons, or you actually are healed from things from the past or anything, if you are not interacting with people? So it's almost like, let's say you made the wrong decisions within your love life. A lot of times you've always chose the wrong partner, or you've given when you shouldn't have, overextended yourself, or maybe you've taken from people that were trying to give to you, right? And you went into your hermit mode because you're like, I'm done with relationships. This is just an example. I'm done with relationships. I need to work on myself. I need to heal. And you read all the books. You watch all the YouTube videos or the tarot card readings about healing yourself. And you watch all the videos and you do all the things, but you're not interacting with anyone. So how do you know what you're doing is actually working? It's time for you to get out here and interact with the world. And if you're scared to do that, if you think, well, this happened last time and I don't know if I feel ready to, just remember, trust in yourself more. You have gone through a healing process. But just like with learning anything, right? Because healing is learning about yourself. It's learning about the people around you. It's learning about your triggers. It's learning about the things that make you happy. With any kind of learning, it doesn't matter how many books you read. If you don't put it into practice, then it's a moot point. It doesn't matter. You're not actually utilizing the things that you've been working so hard on. So don't be scared of getting out there and actually interacting with people. You know, you might not like the superficial conversations, or, you know, because you found yourself, you're looking towards, you think like, well, if I can't connect with someone who's at my level automatically, then I don't want it. And I understand when people say that we attract the vibration we're on. Yes and no, I believe in that. I believe things come your way, and it's what you entertain determines the vibration you're on. So I feel like now you going out into the world, if you were worried about making the same mistakes or doing the same thing over and over again, making the same choices over, I feel like because you took that time to heal and you were in that hermit mode, right? I feel like you'll surprise yourself with how much you've grown. It's like surprising yourself, like, oh my God, normally I'd make this decision. Now I'm not even thinking twice about making this decision. Like, this is true growth, because I used to be stuck only doing this one thing or responding to things this way. Your outward life is no longer dictating your inward life because you have such a strong inward life. And now you're allowing yourself to mix with the outside energies, and while also maintaining your own homeostasis, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's go with what your strength is in this situation. What does your spiritual team think your strength is? What is your strength right now? With the Five of Pentacles, this is a card of being left out in the cold, right? Or feeling like lack, or feeling like you are needing help. I feel like I feel like the strength that you have right now is noticing when you need help and being able to ask for it. That's the change. The change is, okay, before you needed help and you would just kind of go inward. It's reaching out to people, because remember, they're outside of what looks like it's a church, right? The stained glass window. This looks like a church. And either you can stand outside and walk, and maybe this person, they've been walking for a while, but all they have to do is go into this building and ask and seek refuge and seek heat, food. There's healing and peace for them when they go inside of this building. And I feel like what your strength is right now at this moment is your ability to ask for help. Now, don't think lightly of that, right? Because you might be like, oh, just asking for help. Like, I don't want to be in a position to ask for help. Yeah, well, everyone at some point in their life is going to need help. We all cannot do things all by ourselves. And I think this is what your spiritual team is trying to get you to understand, is it's okay to ask for help, but just make sure you're asking the right people, so you don't feel as though, you're going against yourself, asking somebody that you feel like you can't trust, or, that you don't feel confident. If you don't feel confident asking that person for help, that should be a good sign to you. If this person calls himself your friend, or you say you're close to someone, but you can't ask them for help, or both of you are struggling together, it's knowing where to find that help. It's saying, okay, I can't get the help here, but I know where I can find it, and going and getting that. So that is a strength that you have. What needs to evolve for you? Let's see what needs to evolve. What is going to help you moving forward? What needs to evolve? What needs to evolve for my pile two? I feel like your perspective. I feel like the way you see things. The Hangman is a card of enlightenment. It's pausing action until you know what you're doing. It's not being stuck, but putting yourself in that pause. And this is also what you've been doing, right? I feel like you need to evolve out of that. I feel like it's time for you to move. The color symbolism with this card that I always paid attention to is the color red is for action. And even his shoes look orange. So let's just say action. Let's say Aries energy. Let's say, jumping in head first and leading like with your bravery first. He's tied up by his legs, which means like there's no movement. There's no action being taken. And what needs to evolve is the fact that you're not making forward moves. You're not getting out of this. It can't be all looking for answers, looking for the connection or gaining enlightenment. It can't be all that. You need to take some action. You need to use what you learn and move forward, especially spiritually. I feel like spiritually, don't hold yourself back. There's time for you now to work towards the things that it's like you spent that time trying to understand yourself, right? Now you have to, like I said before, utilize what you've kind of been thinking about or what you've learned within your solitude moving forward. It's time for you to start doing it. Your past, let's see, your past situation. Let's see the past of this situation. Okay. Confusion. A lot of confusion. That's 7 card. Introspection, searching for stuff. I just feel like all this is a bunch of you soul searching. What about this? Do I like this? What's this? How can this benefit me? Do I want to do this? Should I do this? Do I have enough of this? Should I go back to this? It's like, but I feel like spiritually, it's confusion because of all the things that you are considering or going back and forth within your head, right? But this is in your past. And being confused and needing to gain perspective. And this is where this knowing when you need help thing comes in. Because sometimes I feel like you can think yourself into paralysis. Like so many choices, so many things, so many ways that you can go about things. And every now and then you just need to gain help from someone or ask someone that you can trust for help so that you can calm down and gain clarity on what you really want. And that was in your past position. So let's go to your future. Let's see like your near future. What do we have for the near future for this? What does your spiritual team want you to know? We have the 2 of Pentacles. Did this come out in the last, I don't know. I feel like what you should be careful of with the 2 of Pentacles is making choices and accepting it. I feel like you can think yourself into loops of, should I do this? Should I do this? I don't know. Is it time to do this? Should I do this? It's always like it's constantly needing to know what's going on. It's constantly like weighing things up, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And this future card with the 2 of Pentacles, some of you could be a Capricorn, or there was a choice that you had to make within Capricorn season, or a choice that you will be making within Capricorn season, right? The Pentacles is years energy. So maybe some of you within the past 2 years have been in this hermit mode, so to speak, in isolation, right? And I feel like where you are right now, like this past Capricorn season, which is, it's December 22nd to around January 22nd, you were kind of contemplating you being isolated so much, and what is it for, or is it time for you to come out of that, right? So you went from, I need to stay by myself until I can clear this confusion, to, do I step up out of this? Is it time for me to go amongst other people? Is it time for me to seek refuge or get help or understand myself more through other people? Is it time for me to get deeper messages through my relationships? Because we have the 2 here, and that's joining someone else into it. That's the energy. That's another energy that we're adding to the mix, you know? I feel like your need for the future is to make a decision and stick with it. And if that is getting out of the house more, interacting with people, deciding to join certain groups, doing certain things like that, if you're going to do it, give it your all, because you don't know who you can meet that could help you to the next path, or what you're going to learn from that experience. And for your advice card, let's see what we have. Okay. So we have expression. Get creative and explore your curiosities. There is much to learn and enjoy all around you. Spend some time with nature and friends. So another card asking you to get up out this house, get up out the isolation, join with someone else. The two, remember I said the two energy is joining with someone else. Maybe it's meeting friends that are on the same journey as you, that are into enlightenment, but you're a spiritual person. Anyone watching these readings, right? Because you want to know messages from your spiritual team. Your spiritual team is basically saying there's going to be a lot of messages that come to you within friends and getting out in nature. I understand that for a certain season of your life, you've been inward and kind of soul searching inwardly, right? Now is your time to put everything you've learned into practice and really start to build yourself up more by introducing more characters, which is more people into your life, more situations, different situations that you get to respond to. And I feel like you'll see how much you've healed from a lot of things from your past when you give stepping out of your comfort zone serious thought. Okay, so my pile 2, thank you so much for checking out this reading. I'm so honored that you came to hang out with me for a little bit today. And I hope to see you again soon. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Okay, so if you chose pile 3, or you chose this card right here, this is your reading. And we have here lifting the veil. Questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. So these are messages from your spiritual team. So let me read from the book what lifting the veil means. Ooh, I opened right to it. Look at that. And this card says, things aren't always as they seem. This era is one of uncovering mistruths, so we can remember ancient truths. Everything is in a state of recall and realignment. Anything that isn't in harmony with the planet will not survive. This goes for society and the world at large, as well as in our own lives. If you pull this card, you're being called to energetically scan your life for things that may no longer be a vibrational match for who you are, right? And how you've grown. To dismantle the systems and ways of being that once served you and others but no longer do. Some star seeds are here to lift the veil between the seen and unseen worlds, to shine a light on things that are inauthentic or unaligned with the survival and well-being of Earth, to stand for and protect those who don't have a voice, to look deeper and question everything that previous generations did not. Some star seeds cannot tolerate things that aren't congruent. They're here to bring society and humanity back into harmony with the planet and the creator at large. If we tolerate things in our life that aren't aligned and congruent with it, we add to the misalignment of the planet. You're being called to trust yourself. Notice what's out of alignment and then take the baby steps required to bring it back to harmony. This is no easy feat, but it is so worthwhile, both individually and for the planet. Okay, so basically what your spiritual team is saying with this card is now is the time for you to remove anything that's inauthentic to you. It's time to cut the shit, cut the filth, cut the things that don't serve you anymore, because those things are holding you back and you're ready for newness. You're ready for something else. You're ready for new energy. You're ready for new experiences. And the only way that you can really and truly get those new experiences and basically like open up the new cast of characters in your life is by cutting some things out, and that will make way for newness. It's like your spiritual team wants you to let go of the things that you already know, and only you know your life. There's plenty of people watching this. You'll know the things that stand out to you, that when you know like you're still doing it or you're still entertaining it and it's kind of holding you back. It's not adding to the person who you're trying to become. Let's pull some cards. So for your strength right now, the thing that you're doing well, the thing that is helping you to your benefit, what is your strength? All right, your ability. I feel like this is your ability to start things new and start things that you love from the ground up. This is also, let me see. Page of Cups is a season. I feel like right now As we go into springtime, it's almost like you're awakening the best version of yourself. Oh, I'm sorry. I instantly just thought about pollen. Some of you could, be allergic to pollen or be a little sick right now. Who knows? I feel as though this is initiating something new. This is something that is a renewal for you. And it's like when you start to take the things out of your life that no longer serve you, you leave you leave room for the things that are for you. Because look at the way he's looking at this cup with this fish in it, right? This is almost a message, like your ability to see the messages, your ability to deliver the messages, to give the messages, the things that you can offer when you start to make room for it, the things that you can receive when you start to make room for it is honestly your strength right now. It's like when you let go of things, the things that are coming your way and the way you connect to those things coming your way are of benefit to you. Let's see what needs to evolve for you. So what needs to evolve in your life? The work that you put into letting go of things, I feel like, okay, so let's say if you're making a baby, you can't make a baby in 5 days, right? And sometimes, it takes longer. This is about what needs to evolve is your ability to stick with the change and see it through. Okay, let's say if one of the things that's holding you back or causing you to be unaligned with your higher self is you have heavy drug use. This is just an example. Let's say you have heavy drug use and you're trying to change it, right? It's unaligned with you right now. You feel like, oh, this is no longer benefiting me. I need to do something different. So you're letting go of it. You're saying, I'm going to let go of the drugs, but you've been doing it for so long. Now you need to wean yourself off of it. You need to get up every day and take steps towards it. And it's going to take you, it's not going to be easy. Whatever this is that you need to let go of and change, it's not going to be easy. So what needs to evolve is your patience and also the work that you put in to really solidify the changes that you make. Because making the change is the easy thing. Sticking with it and actually following through after you make that change is going to be the thing that sets you apart from your older version of yourself, from the past you. The present you desperately wants to change, and the thing that you need to evolve in order for you to see the changes in the right way is your ability to stick with it and your persistence and perseverance within this. But it's solid. It's also solid. Pay attention to that. When you decide you're going to do something, you put everything into it, and that's also a good thing. But it's just asking you to evolve a little more into that energy. So let's see the past for you. Past energy. Okay, no, that's past energy for my pile 3. I hate when these cards flip like this. We're looking for past energy. Past energy for my pile 3. Past energy for... Okay. What do we have there? Moving away from something. So the 8, the 8 of Cups. Around Pisces season, I feel like around Pisces season, you decided to make some form of a change. And you decided to leave something behind. Now, whatever this thing is, I feel like maybe it could have affected your finances because we do have the 8 here. And the 8 is a card, the energy of 8 is a card of expansion, growth, but also material success and material power, right? This could have had to do something with, even if this has to do with a job, love, whatever it is. It's like a area in your life where maybe you might have felt powerless because you were confused, because we do see the moon here. So there was illusions here. You weren't seeing things clearly, and you moved away from that. You definitely lifted the veil, and the moon card is definitely a card about lifting the veil. It's like messages being shown to you. So like where the high priestess is hidden information, right behind the scenes, the moon card is the things that are illuminated to you up front. It's the things that are hidden that are coming now to the forefront, being shown to you. And now it's like you seeing something and making a decision to move away from it. And that's where you are right now. And if this has to do with spirituality, it's like moving away from different ideals spiritually that kind of held you back or kept you stuck. Maybe you went from being a really religious person to now being a spiritual person, and you're focusing more on how to open up the floodgates of your connection to your spirituality now that you've let go of traditional religion. And that movement, in the past, that's kind of, I feel like maybe around Pisces season was a significant time. So this is like last month, was like, you understanding that or realizing that there needed to be a change made, or almost like realizing that there was a veil and something needed to be revealed to you regarding some matter. And for your near future, for the... Oh, okay. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. The Fool card comes up. This is having the balls to head off on something new. And also understanding that you are not alone. This companion here is the spiritual guide. This is like, you jump, I jump. You're protected. I'm here with you. Everyone look at us like we're crazy. There's nothing below this. This is a cliff. And walking ignorantly with your bag, with your energy, this is like fresh energy. This is, I'm thinking like, starting something with this wand, and this flower is also, I think, the flower on the death card. So this is like the flower of renewal. This is the renewal. This is something new. It's heading off on a new journey. It's you leaving something behind to start something new after the way was illuminated to you, after something like you've gotten the message that you needed, you received the message that you needed, you were able to receive that message, and now you're able to take those steps that you need slowly but surely and build off this new path or this new thing that you're going towards, right? But this is when you let go of the things that are holding you back. Now you're able to move towards the things that are going to make you feel alive and feel brave and feel you're protected spiritually. It's like that energy of I can't lose, or the energy of no matter what I do, I'm not alone. I have my spiritual team with me. Whereas before, you might have felt like this guy is by himself. There's no animal here. And I even like the outfit better in this one. This is just new energy, changing your energy up and you not being alone, because I think before you were trying to do things on your own, but now you have a spiritual team with you. You feel more connected to your spiritual team, and you're growing that relationship. Seeing with the Knight of Pentacles and the Fool, you're growing that relationship little by little by little. It's like giving spirit enough time to like give you messages, give you intuitive hits, and you understanding, okay, head in this direction. Okay, now I need to do this. So if this is a choice you're making, or something spiritually, or a choice to choose to do something spiritually, or just somewhere to go in your life, I don't think you should second guess yourself. I think you should make your decisions with a lot of bravado and with a lot of confidence, because you are not alone, and you went from being alone in the past on this journey, and now you feel more connected than ever to your spiritual team, and people will start showing up on your path, especially when you're going in the right direction, to kind of let you know this is the right path for you. You're doing the right thing, just to help you out along your path. God gives us a message, or he gives us a vision. It's not our job to worry about how we're going to get there, because God will always send people and things our way to be able to help us while we're on our journey. And maybe that person might be with you for a little bit of time, or that help might be with you for a little bit of time, but it's going to get you to the next level. Like, we don't see what's beyond this cliff, but the way this dog doesn't look scared, this guy doesn't look scared, they're heading off, and maybe this person is supposed to be there with you to help you get to the next level, right? To do the next thing. And then they leave, and then someone else will come to be able to assist you. Basically, Spirit is saying, on this journey, you will always find assistance when you need it. So don't doubt yourself and don't worry. And the advice we have for you moving forward, the advice that we have for my pile 3, persistence. And this is such a Knight of Pentacles card. Be patient. We said that. And persistent in your journey. You are on the right path. I know that's right. Be sure to care for yourself first so that you can care for others. 100%. You're on the right path. If you needed to hear that, you are on the right path. Even if it looks scary, even if you don't know what you're doing, even if sometimes you have to go at that path alone, when you need it, something will always come your way to assist you. And Spirit will always send you people. God will always send you people. You know, your ancestors, your spiritual team, your protection angels will always send the people your way that will kind of guide you. It's like they'll push you in the right direction. You're walking on the path, and they tell you a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, and then you'll always find your way. So don't doubt that, okay? If you're feeling stuck, I need you to start feeling unstuck. Being stuck sometimes, a lot of times, is in the mind, because what I'm seeing is someone that knows how to take intuitive messages and use them to get on the right path. But if you don't believe that, you need to get yourself to the point where you can see that within yourself as well, not just other people seeing that within you as a superpower that you have. You need to see that within yourself. It's going to take persistence and it's going to take patience, but you will get there. And also, I feel like within a year's time, your life is going to be really different. And that comes from you trusting yourself. But I feel like it's a good thing. And because I see, with this card, I see the sun in the background. So if you're looking for a message of, hey, something I changed within Pisces season, also seeing Pisces right here, it's going to work. I just have to be persistent, and I just have to be patient, but I'm on my way. And what a difference a year can make. I'm actually so excited for the new journey that you're going on, and I'm happy and proud of you for being so brave to take those steps to change your life in such a positive way. Pile 3, thank you so much for watching this reading. I love you so much. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you again real soon.